Imagine watching your favorite soccer team dominate the field, defending as one solid unit and then suddenly breaking forward in a fast, smooth attack. Chances are they're most likely using the 4-2-3-1 formation. Today I'm going to explain how the 4-2-3-1 formation works and why it is so effective for teams today, both on offense and defense. Understanding formations like this one helps players and fans, such as myself, and coaches see why some teams that use it are unbeatable. Formations aren't just shapes on a field, they're strategies that define how a team plays. I've studied soccer tactics for multiple years and researched professional teams such as my favorite team, Liverpool FC, to make sure that my information is accurate. First, I'll explain how the 4-2-3-1 is structured and what role that each player has. Then I will take a look at how professional teams use it successfully. And then lastly, I'll cover the formation's main strengths and weaknesses. Let's start by breaking down how the formation is actually set up. So using this visual, the 4-2-3-1 consists of 4 defenders, as seen in the blue, 2 defensive midfielders, 3 attacking midfielders, and 1 striker. The 4 defenders provide the backbone of the team. The 2 center backs for protection in the middle, and the 2 fullbacks on the wide areas of the pitch that also help move up the field. The 2 defensive midfielders act as shields in front of the defense, bringing up attacks and linking the defense to the offense. Then there are 3 attacking midfielders who support the striker, create chances, and move into dangerous spaces. The single striker up front focuses on finishing plays and pressing defenders, and most importantly, scoring goals. In short, the 4-2-3-1 formation provides balanced defense and offense by perfectly giving each individual player a clear, specified role. Now that we understand the setup, let's see how professional teams in it will use it in real-life matches. Many of the world's best clubs, such as Manchester United, Chelsea, and my favorite team, like I said, Liverpool, have all used the 4-2-3-1 formation to help control possession and dominate games, according to Bradley in 2020. This setup allows teams to quickly transition from defense to offense. One moment, they're stopping a counterattack, the next, they're creating scoring chances. The formation gives coaches flexibility, allowing them to adjust the team shape depending on who they play. As Wilson 2018 points out, modern managers prefer the 4-2-3-1 formation because it helps them maintain control of the midfield, and that's where most games are won or lost. Professional teams use this formation to stay balanced and dominate the field, and also keep control of the game's tempo, which is the main point of this formation. Finally, let's talk about the strengths and weaknesses of this system. One major strength of the 4-2-3-1 is the defensive stability. With 2 defensive midfielders, the team can stop counterattacks before they become dangerous, according to Anderson 2019. It is also extremely flexible, meaning that coaches can easily shift into different formations such as the 4-3-3 or the 4-5-1, depending on who they play. However, it's not perfect. The system heavily relies on skilled central midfielders who can defend, pass, and move quickly. Also, if the fullbacks in the defensive positions push too far forward, the team can be found vulnerable and have gaps in the defensive end. Because of this, players must train carefully and understand their exact responsibilities. In summary, the 4-2-3-1 is but it only works when players effectively communicate with each other and stay disciplined. Today, we explored how the 4-2-3-1 formation works and why it is one of soccer's most effective strategies. First, we saw how the structure balances both attack and defense. Then we looked at how professional teams use it effectively to control their game. And finally, we discussed its strengths and weaknesses, showing that it's highly flexible. However, it does require lots of coordination and skill to succeed. Next time you watch a soccer game, try spotting the 4-2-3-1 formation and notice how it helps the team move as one. In the end, the 4-2-3-1 formation reminds us that soccer isn't just about skill. It's about strategy, teamwork, and having every player know exactly what they need to do on the pitch at all times. This is what makes this formation so effective, yet exciting to watch.